I think people are trolling like crazy. Yeah, guys, Kit's my sister, and we're both Canadian. Just to make sure.
Please,
We're
I'm
clear.
American.
Oh, that's right. Kit's got all that American pride. So silly. So silly. Anyway, it looks like we are having a pretty epic matchup here in set number 4. Jangbi versus Flash. The PBT specialist versus God himself. He is the TV everything specialist, although he has shown that if there is going to be any weakness in his play, it is his TVP. He's lost, I believe, 3 games now in TVP this season. Or is it 4 with the playoffs game?
It's 3.
Okay.
Deer, M18, and Horangi. You know, it feels kind of like Flash only loses to like really random Protosses. Like he's never gonna lose to
What?
Stork or
Random?
Jangbi or Bisu.
Whoa,
Like-
whoa! Don't be calling my man Harangi random,
Okay,
all right?
Horangi, yeah, he's great and all, but come on, Deer and M18.
Okay. Well, the thing is, Deer seems random, but like his PBT record is actually pretty good. I think he was just kind of like flying under the radar a little bit, but you got to give him some credit.
Yeah.
M18 is kind of random though. That was a silly game.
Especially since he's 2-0 against Flash.
Yeah. That must be kind of bad for Flash too. I mean, you're 0% against a guy called Stardust. Like, his pride as a Terminator must be wounded.
And Jangbi was kind of like the consensus for everyone, like for the first person that was going to beat Flash. So.
Jangbi's record this season hasn't been that good though. He's like only 50%,
No,
right?
it really hasn't.
Yeah.
He's not even 50%. I believe he's 7-8 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Silly Jangbi. Well, it looks like he's going to be spawning in the bottom right here as the Teal Protoss, and spawning cross map as the white, yes, the white Terran, will be God Young Ho. As you can see, does not need both hands to play StarCraft. One hand is more than enough to defeat some random Protoss guy.
Random Protoss guy.
Yeah. OSL champion, pff, whatever.
There's a Jangbi fan.
Of course, as all fans should be.
It's just a random observation from one of my friends that was in the crowd. Apparently, Con has way more fangirls than KT has, which is mostly fanboys.
See?
They know where the handsomer
Yeah.
players are.
Con showing its superiority. I mean, that's all that really counts, right? You know, even if they lose this match, it's like, well, we got more fangirls. It's like, we win anyway. And looks like that guy did that guy just hold up a sign that didn't say anything?
Yeah, I just
that
like
kid is
picture
doing it
of
wrong.
Fox's head.
He first showed the back of the sign that was completely blank, and then he turns it around and it still doesn't say anything. Oh man, kid, somebody needs to explain to that guy what cheerfuls are supposed to be. This map, by the way, is Ground Zero, which is the map that KT picked for their ace match.
Oh, what's that guy?
Nice, showing off his guns. Anyway, is this a 14cc?
This looks like a 14cc.
Oh, Flash. Oh, you. Now, Jangbi's actually going to scout that pretty quickly, and it's actually a 14cc in his main base. Interesting. I don't know why, if you're going to go for something as ballsy as a 14cc, you don't just, you know, put it at your natural. Again, what does that say? What does it say? Huh?
Jin-Air. So, like,
okay.
Again, Jangbi beats Flash, we hope.
Alright. Come on, Jangbi. You can do it. Preb's getting in here. He sees a very late barracks, and he's not quite going to make it over to the command center, but he must know what's going on right now. Just from how late that is. Like, the only other possibility is some random, weird proxy barracks, but I mean, he sees a lot of SCVs as well, so he should go just have a look at that.
So many Jangbi fans. Like, where are all the Flash fans and their signs?
Well, the thing is, like, I think it must be actually hard to be a Flash fan, because it's like being a fan of Deep Blue, you know, like that chess supercomputer. It's like, yeah, Deep Blue wins all its games, like even against Grandmaster players, but you can't really be a fan of it like it's a computer, you know? So I imagine that's what being a Flash fan must be like, you know? It's like, well, he wins a lot of games, like, you know, he plays pretty well, but, you know, it's whatever. You can't really be a fan of him. Anyway, there's Stork. And wait, who's that guy next to him? I was like, who was that guy?
I don't know. I didn't recognize him.
Random guy sitting as a Stork on the bench.
Proxy.
Now, this is probably going to be proxy gateways, 3 or 4 gateways, but look at this Flash with his God Sense! Immediately going to scout it, just going straight for it. And Jangbi's like, ah, damn it. I forgot about the Flash Sense. Now, it looks like he's just going to go for it anyway, though. He actually doesn't even care. Apparently, this is... Oh! Okay, he's going to put a Robo there. Okay. So that's been scouted. Does he really think it's just going to work anyway? Wait, what is... Oh, look at this! Look at this, look at this! Oh my god, that is so cute! Alright, for anyone who doesn't know what just happened there, Jangbi wanted to build a pylon to block the machine shop on the factory and force it to lift, so Flash actually put an SCV there so that he couldn't man or pylon the machine shop, and then the Marine comes out, chases away the probe, and he builds a machine shop. And Jangbi, in frustration, built a completely random pylon that didn't do anything next to the factory.
Just to show his anger.
Man, that was really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Wow, Flash. That is really awesome. Anyway, looks like it is going to be Reavers. Jangbi actually doesn't care that it's scouted. He's just going to go ahead and do it anyway. I mean, you know, even if it's scouted, it kind of actually does remind me of the OSL match, or the OSL Finals match against Fantasy, because afterwards in the interview, Jangbi's like, yeah, I used the same build, you know, on Pathfinder both times, and even though it was scouted, like I knew it would work anyway. I mean, you know, oftentimes you think, oh, 2-base carrier, you know, it's kind of cheesy, like if a Terran sees it coming, he can defend it. But sometimes those builds, you know, they just work, even if they're scouted. Like you think, oh, it's a proxy robo, so if it gets scouted, it doesn't work. But, you know, a 1-Rex expand, I don't know, I think, especially with how big this main base is, it's definitely possible.
Yeah, but Flash, this game, he's not scared of building turrets. I mean, this is not the game versus Deer. Jangbi's gonna get shut down. Yeah. Oh, now he's getting his second up in desperation because he knows this probably isn't gonna work.
I meant 14cc also, by the way. I did say 1-Rex expand just now. I realized people are probably gonna go crazy, be like, "Oh my God, Sayle, you're wrong! It's not a 1-Rex expand." Ah, people are so intense. Anyway, it looks like Jangbi being cute here, though, and putting 2 goons on this. Cause this is so funny. This is like the reverse of what usually happens, yeah. So, like, instead of getting Protoss getting cliff dropped, the Terran's getting Dragoon dropped. Although, unfortunately, as we see, Siege Tanks are far more effective than Dragoons. So Flash is going to siege up by his command center there, and it'll be fine. Although... is there a Reaver in there? And there is indeed a Reaver. Can he get the Marines? Flash doing a nice job splitting up the Marines. It looks like the tank almost dead, but no, doesn't get it, and that will be repaired. Wow, this is not a good position for Jangbi.
Like when we watched Horangi with his really hero Reaver against Flash in the last game, I remember being super amazed because that Reaver never ever took a tank shot. He dropped it always perfectly with the perfect timing. But Jangbi's like kind of just drops his Reaver and it got hit like immediately. It was a little sad.
See, once again proving why Horangi is superior. Harangi's the man. I mean, Horangi can make gateways more beautiful than Bisu's face. Like, that fact alone just proves like he is the #1 Protoss in the world. Anyway.
I'll be impressed if he builds gateways in the layout of Bisu's face.
I'm pretty sure he could. I'm pretty sure actually there's probably a UMS for that. Like Harangi just sits around all day like making gateway art. That actually sounds quite fun. I want to play that.
His desperate double expand. You know, when you're behind, just build Nexuses.
Nexus.
Oh, that Reaver.
Wait, did he lose both of them? No.
No, he picked one up, but like that was completely pointless. He just dropped them within tank range, and then it just immediately died. god, Jangbi.
Did he even get a Scarab off there? Like, that was not ideal. And now he's just going to lose that Robo. I mean, the poor observer watching its home getting destroyed. And looks like, oh, trying to poke in here again, but there is a turret blocking that. So, alright, so he's got one Reaver left, and it's really crucial, I think, that he at least keeps that one alive, because, you know, as you said, he has gone for the somewhat greedy double expansion here. I don't know what those probes are doing. So he really needed the Reavers to actually keep Flash back in his base, but, I mean, Flash just, like, walked out, and, you know, the two Reavers there are supposed to, like, you know, make this Terran be a bit more careful and siege up and whatnot, but Flash is like, nope, I'm just gonna attack. And now Jangbi might actually be dead. Flash attacking with, like, 5 tanks and 3 Marines or something. It's kind of like a very funny attack, but I think it's gonna work unless Jangbi can show some much better Reaver micro than he has so far. Taking 2 shots on the Reaver already. That's not good.
Yeah, this is not exactly the Jangbi from the OSL.
Maybe he should have just made carriers.
I know, right? Just go carriers.
And, well, his third base is getting sieged down now. Flash building turrets around his siege tanks. That's going to make it much harder for that Shuttle and Reaver to do anything. And it looks like Jangbi is going to counterattack with what Dragoons he has. Just going to sacrifice this base, leave his Reaver here to do as much damage as possible. And, well...
And he loses that one, too. Oh my god. He's dead now. That was like... so many dead Reavers.
Yeah. And looks like his Dragoon's actually heading over to Flash's third and finding that there's actually nothing there, believe it or not. So he's got to sidle up. He's just gonna make another Nexus at the 3 o'clock base. But it is an almost unwinnable position. He's behind like 20 supply. He's on even bases. He's lost his third. His Reavers are doing nothing. And now Flash is going to start sieging up outside his natural. If these tanks get into good positions, which they pretty much are already in, it's going to be like impossible for him. Now he's contained. He's got like 6 Dragoons out on the map, but that's it. And now this Spider Mine's blocking them from coming home to defend. It looks like Jangbi's just going to try to be fancy with a few Zealots here, but oh man, taking the mine hits. Although that Zealot, if he gets a good mine drag, does manage to pick off a siege tank, or at least take a siege tank down with it. But now he is dead.
Poor Jangbi.
Jangbi was mean to me. I'm never feeling sorry for him again. Well, he wasn't mean to me. He made an
It wasn't
angry
really
face.
his fault. I mean, it was mostly like his fans being mean to you, right?
No, he made like a scary face. I was terrified.
I can't imagine that. Jangbi.
It was very
Jangbi's
scary.
so sweet.
Believe me. No, see, he's sweet to you because you're a fangirl. He was not at all sweet to me. He was terrifying. I literally was scared for my life. Anyway, looks like Flash rather gonna go attack this third base now, or 3 o'clock base. I don't know whether to call it a third or a fourth. And looks like the random group of Dragoons is gonna get chased down as well. Jangbi going for a last breakout attempt.
Oh no!
Loses the Reaver to 2 Spider Mines, and GG's out. Jangbi getting taken down here in set number 4. Flash evening up the score 2-2. A very exciting match so far, I gotta say. Even score. Hopefully we do get to see an ace match here. That would be very exciting. The first one of the playoffs.
Like, I don't know if I really expected Jangbi to actually take down Flash, but I was honestly hoping for a better fight than that. He just seemed like kind of desperate because he didn't, like, you know, when you're Protoss and then you send your probe to the other side of the map, and then you see that Flash already has his 14 CC up, and you just get kind of desperate. You don't know what to do, so you just sort of kind of panicked, I think.
I know the exact feeling of like proxying some gateways or like DT tech or something, and then you're just like, all right, come on to like finish. I wanna just go cheese this guy and kill him. And then an SCV walks in and sees everything. You're just like, oh god. And that feeling too, when the SCV sees it, that sinking feeling in your stomach, you just know, you're just like, oh man, you know, got caught with my hand in the cookie jar. It's terrible.
Apparently, from the interview, apparently Flash, he like if you just right click the like Jangbi's base, the SPV will go downwards from like it wouldn't travel that path. Apparently he just happened to want to check the 1 o'clock base, so it was just like a complete coincidence. But then we all know that Flash he's just being humble. It's map hacks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Flash is just trying to like find some way to pretend that he's actually human. He's still trying to convince people, but come on, Flash. We all know the truth. Well, let's go on to the next game. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go.